What I'm doing is a project based on the history of Newport's music in the 19th century, and I started off with New York Times articles, and I found this mention of a competition to do a new version of Between America. What happened in 1901, the Society of Cincinnati, which still exists today, and there is a Rhode Island chapter. They commissioned this work because they didn't like the fact that the tune America is also God Save the Queen. And also, I think, of 9 other national anthems share the same tune. And they wanted a new American original My Country 'Tis of Thee with its own tune. And the head of the search committee was named William Watts Sherman, who was a Newport. He was in charge of the entire thing. This was in 1901. Over 517 pieces were submitted. Got national press. And this was the one that was chosen by Arthur Johnstone here. He did get $500 and a gold medal, which I have pictures of, and I'll get to BJ so he can show you the pictures. And I actually contacted the society who gave me these. The Society of Cincinnati sent me these copies. They didn't know about it. The publisher, it was in their book. The publisher, Shermer, has no idea what it is. So it's just been there for over 100 years now, and I seriously doubt it's been performed in over 100 years. And part of my goal is to bring a lot of this music back to life. So, because it is good music. You know, it's not obviously awe-inspiring Chopin or Mozart, or else it still would be performed. But it's good music. It's our music, local here. And it's going to go on a website that's going to be dedicated to the music of Newport that I will be constructing in my free time.
You got some of that too, huh?
No, I haven't.
So the guy started this behind the contest was from Newport. Where is Arthur Johnstone from?
I do not know. He is not a local person. In fact, the only real Newport connection is William Watts Sherman, and the Rhode Island Society is the society, the Rhode Island chapter of the Society in Cincinnati. It's one of those Revolutionary War descendant societies. They were the ones who made had, I guess, Tiffany and Company or somebody make the gold medal, but it was all based out of the Rhode Island chapter. So the Newport connection is the head of the whole thing. He, I believe, I don't even know where he's from.
So where's this tune today? I mean, you don't hear it usually, do you?
No,
I've never heard it.
I have never heard it. It has. There's no record of it outside of the New York Times article, outside of the Society journals, their database, and they have a lot of music in their files for like to hopefully get access to. I'm wondering if there are other of the 517. I doubt it. I think they probably.
We're not going to do those.
In your face. But it's interesting because this is one of the first pieces I was able to find about 2 or 3 years ago. And I found over 157 or more pieces that are based on Newport. The Old Stone Mill is a huge one. There's a cantata at the Newport Music Festival. They'll be doing an arrangement of the overture for that cantata that I did for violin and piano. But this is the first piece that will get performed. Right now there's some MIDI stuff on YouTube, but I'll send you the link to that. And that's probably where this will end up before the website gets built.
There's a great deal. Brown University has a great deal of music about Rhode Island.
Yes.
Providence Public Library has a great collection. I mean, for example, how many people in here know the Rhode Island State song? What happened was it was recently supplanted by.
The society has been a huge help. Redwood Library, the Newport Music Festival. The funny thing though is the 2 biggest resources I've had have been the Chicago Symphony Archives and the name escapes me, the private library in Chicago, which has a collection of over 70,000 pieces of music dedicated to the states. An entire box dedicated to Rhode Island. And they allowed me to photograph as much as I could this past December when I was out there about Rhode Island. So I probably have 200 pieces that are Newport of origin. They were performed in mansions by small orchestras during private parties in the 1850s and 60s.
Very cool.
And I thank you. This idea of doing this came to me while I was actually enjoying your Christmas concert.